Welcome back to LTR Game Streams, and I'm your boy Troy. Well, I got a notification from Twitter, or X, that is, right? That's what they call it now, from Sony. And they initially announced now that they're going to be having a beta program. And I'm like, well, what's a beta program? And of course, right, the first thing comes to your mind, you're one that tests games, tests new software, renditions of programs that companies roll out. I've been a part of betas in the past, but most of the time, there's a benefit from that. You might be able to play a game before it comes out, actually. You might be able to get the game for free because you're a beta tester. Things to incentivize people to want to actually become a beta tester for whatever program or company that you actually you're running. Well, Sony's now rolling out a new beta program. So let's talk about it, right? What is the beta program? Well, Sony said it's an easy way to declare your interest in the beta testing, get access to test new games, console features, and help us make them the best that they can be. Enroll in the program now and join our testing community and get the chance to participate in upcoming betas that match your particular preference. Who can become a beta tester? To be considered for a beta program at PlayStation, you must have a valid account for PlayStation Network in good standing. Accounts and restrictions or violations may not be eligible for participation. So they blocked your account because you on Call of Duty going crazy, crashing out. You ain't going to be a part of this beta. Live in region where the beta program at PlayStation is available. Well, what region is that? I'm searching all across Sony's X feed. Is it, just Japan? Like, where, who, and what? Where? Right? Who, what, when, where, and why? You might as well say at this point in time, gets to become a beta tester. They haven't made that clear yet. Meet the legal age requirement for your region. I'm assuming that if you're in North America, that's like 18. I really don't know what it's like for Canada. More likely than not, it's probably the same. So 18 years old probably makes you eligible to become a beta tester. How do I join the beta program at PlayStation? Get started by filling out a quick registration form. Tell us a bit about yourself so we can get to know you, your gaming preference better. You'll also need to agree to the beta program at PlayStation terms. Submitting the registration form allows you to be considered for participation, but it does not guarantee your selection for beta tests. You only need to register once, and if invited to join certain beta tests, you can decide if you want to participate or not. So this is what Sony's rolling out now. A whole new beta program. And mind you, Xbox already did this already. Microsoft. This was already on the actual Microsoft platform for some time now, where you can be a beta tester and whatnot and stuff like that. So I guess Sony is now, dipping its toe in this area or this arena. I guess because, they want feedback from the gamers, and it's sad that you can only talk to the gamers through beta testing. You can't be direct with them via social media in a much better way. My thing is, this sounds cool, but at the same time, what's the incentive? What makes me want to go out my way to test products that has not hit the market yet, other than me being able to experience them? Will I be getting them for free once they do launch? What's the catch? You gotta throw some bait out there to catch a fish, right? You can't just throw the hook out there and expect to catch a fish. It's not gonna happen. So my thing is, I'm like, well, this sounds good, but it also sounds like I'm working for free. It also sounds like I'm doing the job of a Sony employee. Isn't this what you pay employees at your company to actually do? The testing of software programs and games that come out on your platform. So my thing is, while it sounds good and you can become a part of it, what you gonna be getting out of it? Because I'd rather be playing my games. If I have any kind of downtime when I'm not working, I'm not running around, well, I'd rather be playing my games rather than testing something to see if it breaks or if it works for a company that isn't paying me any kind of monetary money. Now, they haven't mentioned anything like that, and more likely than not, They're not going to pay anybody any kind of resources, meaning dollars, euros, yen, colones, pesos. You're not getting any of that, more likely than not, from Sony. But again, it's just a weird time to roll this kind of program out. You mean they want us to help evolve and enhance, different components of their ecosystem, but we can't even get proper AAA IPs rolled out on time. Like, we've been on a drought, to be quite honest, of AAA IPs, especially when they do come out. They got a ton of issues. And mind you, you're paying people already to catch those issues so that you can correct them and fix them before they come out, instead of shipping the product out, then 2-3 weeks later having to put a patch through to correct it. To me, it really sounds like Sony want folks to work for free to benefit them. I've been playing, example, and you can go on my channel right now, right? I was playing Crysis, the original Crysis, the definitive edition on the PlayStation 5. Now, I bought that game digitally, so I don't own the disc. It's digitally downloaded. Game kept crashing. And I got this all recorded, and I've sent maybe 5 or 6 reports back to Sony each time the game crashed. So they've gotten those reports. But my thing is, if a digital game that you said is remastered, that has been released on your platform, is constantly crashing. I get it, Crysis came out years ago, but it's the definitive edition. It's the newest version of Crysis 1, because it came in a trilogy package. You get Crysis 1, Crysis 2, and Crysis 3, I believe. My thing is, y'all paying people for this. Y'all paying people at your company to correct these issues. Now you want consumers to spend their time and their efforts to stress test your products. Again, it comes down to incentive. For me, it does. And I'm sure a whole lot of other people it comes down to incentive for. No one's doing anything for free. No one's doing anything for fun. Yeah, I got a love of gaming. I got a passion for gaming. It's a great hobby that I've been doing pretty much my entire life, that I've been partaking in. And this entertainment is an entertainment I'm fond of and that I enjoy. But you're this multi-billion dollar company, and you got to roll out a beta program in 2025, to correct some of your issues. Now, they got some frequently asked questions that we can go through right quick. And mind you, if you go to PlayStation.com, you can pull all this information up and read it for yourself, and you can get through it. But I'll read a few of these frequently asked questions. In which regions is the beta program at PlayStation available? The beta program at PlayStation is available in all PlayStation Network regions. Okay, so I guess wherever you can get a PlayStation, that's where it's available at. Let's read another one that might be very popular, right? What does an account in good standing mean? Your account has not been suspended, and there have been no breaches to terms outlined in the PlayStation Network Terms of Service, which include Community Code of Conduct. I told y'all on that Call of Duty, man, y'all be crashing out on that shit. It take one person to record you crashing out and report your ass, and the next thing you know, you're getting a strike, right? Let's answer one more question, right? How stable, playable are games in the beta test? Beta builds may contain bugs or performance issues. You should participate with the understanding that these builds are not final and may not represent the full quality game. Well, that sounds pretty good, right? Because that's what we've been getting. A lot of the games that we've been getting so far on the PlayStation 5, prior to updates and patches, when they initially come out, there's issues with them. And it's unfortunate. I've also been playing Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. Now, that game's been out for months now. I like the game a lot. I'm still going to play it. I'm still going to stream it. This is a Bethesda guy, right? If I can work through Fallout, I can work through Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, right? With those bugs. But there's a few bugs there that I noticed that I'm like, they should have iron this out a little bit more, or push another patch through, so that they can just iron some things out that I noticed. Again, I don't know. I don't know who's excited for this. I don't know who's like, yeah, beta program, let me sign up. Grown as adults, most folks is not going to sign up for this, to be quite honest. And I'm not saying this, I don't want to sound like the negative Nancy. Some folks might enjoy it. Some folks might want to stress test and play games that haven't come out yet and see if they work. I don't got time for that. Once I pay my $70 for a game, I want to play the game. I want it to be bug free. I don't think that that's a lot to ask at this point in time, at least from what Sony has given us up until this point in time. But to roll out this beta program, we'll see if it takes flight, if gamers are participating in it and feel like it's a resource that can actually benefit the consumer. Because again, Sony, you're already paying people to do this kind of job already. So now you want people to do it for free? Come on. No incentives. I didn't see not one incentive that was mentioned in this joint. Yeah, they didn't mention incentive at all, just to be a beta tester. Come test my broken shit, or test my shit to see if it's broken. Like, that don't even, again, like I said, we'll see what happens and see if it takes flight. I'm Troy. This is LTR Game Streams. I'm out.